The youth council embraced the idea with enthusiasm. They saw the festival as an opportunity to bring people together, generate income for the village, and strengthen their cultural identity. Planning began immediately with committees formed to handle different aspects of the festival. Emeka, Sanya, and Kojo led the charge, working tirelessly to organize the event. They reached out to neighboring villages, inviting them to participate and share their own traditions. The response was overwhelmingly positive, and soon plans for the festival began to take shape. The elders were particularly excited about the festival. They saw it as an opportunity to pass down stories, songs, and dances that had been part of Kwahu's heritage for generations. Elder Kwabena took on the role of cultural advisor, ensuring that the festival remained authentic and respectful of tradition. In the weeks leading up to the festival, the village was a hive of activity. Artisans crafted beautiful decorations, musicians practiced traditional songs, and dancers rehearsed their routines. The aroma of delicious foods filled the air as villagers prepared traditional dishes to share with visitors. One afternoon, as Emeka and Sanya were overseeing preparations, they were approached by a group of young children. "Can we help with the festival?" one of them asked, eyes wide with excitement. Emeka smiled warmly. "Of course, everyone is welcome to contribute. What would you like to do?" The children eagerly shared their ideas, ranging from performing a traditional play to helping decorate the village square. Emeka and Sanya assigned them tasks, grateful for their enthusiasm and involvement. The day of the festival arrived, and Kwahu was transformed into a vibrant celebration of culture and community. The village square was adorned with colorful banners and handmade decorations. Stalls lined the streets, offering a variety of traditional crafts, foods, and souvenirs. The festival began with a grand opening ceremony. Elder Kwabena gave a heartfelt speech, welcoming guests and emphasizing the importance of preserving their cultural heritage. "Today we celebrate who we are," he said. "We honor our ancestors and pass their wisdom to future generations. Let this festival be a reminder of our strength, unity, and pride." As the festivities began, the air was filled with the sounds of drums, flutes, and singing. Traditional dancers, dressed in vibrant costumes, performed energetic routines that captivated the audience. Storytellers enchanted listeners with tales of heroism, love, and wisdom from Kwahu's past. Emeka and Sanya watched the performances with pride. The festival was a resounding success, bringing together people from different backgrounds to celebrate and learn from each other. The exchange of cultures and traditions enriched everyone's experience, fostering a sense of unity and respect. Throughout the week, workshops and demonstrations were held, teaching visitors about traditional crafts, cooking, and agricultural practices. The Technology Center played a role as well, hosting digital storytelling sessions where elders shared their knowledge and memories, which were then recorded and preserved for future generations. One evening, as the festival was winding down for the day, Emeka and Kojo sat by the village square reflecting on the event. "This festival has brought out the best in our community," Kojo said. "It's reminded us of our roots and shown us how far we've come." Emeka nodded in agreement. "And it's brought us closer together. Seeing everyone from the youngest children to the eldest elders participating and celebrating has been truly inspiring." The final day of the festival featured a grand closing ceremony. Villagers and visitors gathered in the square for a communal feast, sharing food, stories, and laughter. The atmosphere was one of joy and camaraderie, a fitting end to a week of celebration. As the sun set and the festival drew to a close, Sanya addressed the crowd. "This festival has shown us the power of our culture and community. Let us carry this spirit forward, honoring our traditions while embracing the future. Together we can achieve anything." The crowd erupted in applause, and as the villagers and guests dispersed, there was a sense of hope and optimism in the air. The Kwahu Cultural Festival had not only celebrated the village's heritage, but also strengthened the bonds within the community and with their neighbors. In the days that followed, the positive impact of the festival continued to be felt. New friendships and collaborations were formed, and the village reputation as a center of cultural and sustainable development was solidified. Kwahu had proven that by embracing both tradition and innovation, a community could thrive and inspire others to do the same. With the success of the festival behind them, the villagers of Kwahu looked to the future with renewed confidence and determination. They knew that there would be challenges ahead, but they also knew that by working together and staying true to their values, they could overcome any obstacle and continue to build a bright, prosperous future for generations to come. Life in Kwahu began to settle back into its usual rhythm, after the exhilarating success of the Kwahu Cultural Festival. The villagers were proud of what they had accomplished, and the memories of the event lingered, bringing smiles and a sense of unity. Amidst this peaceful period, a stranger arrived in the village, bringing with him curiosity and a hint of mystery. It was a bright morning when the stranger, a tall man with a kind yet enigmatic demeanor, walked into Kwahu. He introduced himself as Dr. Nia, an anthropologist from a distant land who had heard about Kwahu's unique blend of tradition and innovation. Dr. Nia was interested in studying the village's culture and how they had managed to preserve it while embracing modern practices. Elder Kwabana, always welcoming and open to new ideas, invited Dr. Nia to stay in Kwahu and learn about their ways. The villagers were both intrigued and cautious. They had never had an outsider show such deep interest in their lives. However, the elder's endorsement eased their concerns. Dr. Nia's presence soon became a common sight in the village. He could be seen talking with the elders, participating in daily activities, and observing the villagers as they went about their routines. Ama and Sanya, always eager to learn and share, became his primary guides, explaining the significance behind various customs and rituals. One afternoon, while sitting under the large baobab tree in the village square, Dr. Nia and Emma had a deep conversation about Kwahu's history. "Your village has a remarkable ability to adapt while staying true to its roots," Dr. Nia remarked. "How do you manage to maintain such a delicate balance?" Emma thought for a moment before replying. "It's about respect and understanding. We respect our ancestors and their wisdom, and we understand that the world is changing. By listening to each other and working together, we find ways to grow without losing who we are." Dr. Nia nodded, impressed by her wisdom. "That's a powerful approach. Many communities struggle with the tension between tradition and modernity. Kwahu seems to have found a harmonious path." As days turned into weeks, Dr. Nia's integration into village life deepened. He attended the Technology Center's digital storytelling sessions, learning about Kwahu's oral history and folklore. He spent time at the permaculture garden, understanding the villagers' innovative farming techniques. His genuine interest and respect for their culture endeared him to the villagers, who began to see him not just as a visitor but as a friend. One evening, during a village gathering, Dr. Nia expressed his gratitude. "I've traveled to many places, but Kwahu is special. Your community embodies a rare blend of resilience and openness. I feel privileged to be here and learn from all of you." Sanya, who had been listening quietly, spoke up. "We are glad to have you here, Dr. Nia. Your presence reminds us that while we cherish our traditions, there is much to gain from sharing and learning with others. You have helped us see our village through new eyes." The villagers agreed, and the mood was one of warmth and mutual appreciation. Dr. Nia's visit had sparked a renewed sense of pride and curiosity within the community. They realized that their unique approach to life was not just a local success, but something that could inspire and teach others beyond their village. As Dr. Nia's departure approached, he proposed a collaborative project, a documentary that would capture Kwahu's journey of balancing tradition and innovation. The villagers were excited about the idea, seeing it as an opportunity to share their story with the world and inspire other communities facing similar challenges. With Elder Kwabana's blessing, Dr. Nia began filming, with Ama, Sanya, and Kojo taking prominent roles in narrating and demonstrating various aspects of village life. The process was both exhilarating and emotional, as the villagers reflected on their past struggles and triumphs and looked forward to the future with hope and determination. The documentary project brought the village even closer together. It was a collective effort that involved everyone, from the youngest children to the oldest elders. So villagers shared their personal stories, traditions, and innovations, showcasing the vibrant tapestry of their community. Though when the filming was completed, there was a sense of accomplishment and anticipation. Dr. Nia promised to return with the finished documentary, and the villagers eagerly awaited the day they could see their story shared with the world. As he bid farewell, Dr. Nia left with a heart full of gratitude and a promise to return. "Kwahu has taught me so much," he said. "I hope this documentary will do justice to your incredible journey and inspire others as you have inspired me." The villagers waved goodbye, knowing that their story was now part of a larger narrative that transcended borders. They had opened their hearts and lives to an outsider, and in doing so they had found new strength and pride in their identity. Kwahu continued to thrive, ever mindful of the delicate balance between preserving their heritage and embracing the future. The visit from Dr. Nia had shown them that their journey was far from over, and that the world was eager to learn from their experiences. United and resilient, the villagers faced the future with confidence, knowing that their story was one of hope, courage, and inspiration for many. Months passed after Dr. Nia's departure, and Kwahu returned to its steady rhythm of life. The villagers often spoke about the documentary project, their anticipation growing with each passing day. As the season changed, so did the excitement in the air, fueled by the prospect of seeing their story on film. One sunny morning, as Emeka and Sanya were working in the permaculture garden, a familiar figure appeared at the edge of the village. It was Dr. Nia, accompanied by a small team carrying equipment. The villagers gathered quickly, their faces lighting up with joy and curiosity. Dr. Nia had returned, and with him he brought the promise of a grand event. Elder Kwabena welcomed Dr. Nia with a warm embrace. "Welcome back, my friend. We have been eagerly waiting for you." Dr. Nia smiled, his eyes reflecting the deep respect and affection he had for the village. "Thank you, Elder. I'm thrilled to be back. The documentary is ready, and I can't wait to share it with all of you." Preparations for the unveiling began immediately. The village square, which had been the heart of many gatherings, was transformed once again. This time it was adorned with colorful lights and a large screen, creating an outdoor cinema. The excitement was palpable as everyone pitched in to set up chairs and prepare refreshments. As evening approached, the square filled with villagers of all ages. There was a buzz of conversation and laughter, a testament to the strong community spirit that defined Kwahu. Ama, Sanya, and Kojo took their places at the front, their hearts pounding with anticipation. Elder Kwabena stood before the gathered crowd, his voice carrying the weight of the moment. "Tonight we celebrate not only our culture and traditions but also the resilience and unity that define us. Dr. Nia has captured our journey, and now we have the opportunity to see our story through his eyes. Let us watch with pride and joy." The lights dimmed and the screen came to life. The documentary began with sweeping shots of Kwahu's lush landscape, accompanied by the sounds of traditional drums and flutes. The narration, a blend of voices from the village, told the story of their ancestors, their struggles, and their triumphs. As the film progressed, it showcased the everyday lives of the villagers, the crafts cooperative, the permaculture garden, the technology center, and the cultural festival. Each scene was a testament to their hard work, innovation, and unwavering commitment to their heritage. Ama and Sanya watched with tears in their eyes as they saw themselves on screen, sharing their hopes and dreams for Kwahu. The documentary captured their essence, their spirit, and the love they had for their community. It was a profound experience, seeing their lives and efforts celebrated so beautifully. The climax of the documentary was a poignant montage of interviews with the villagers, each one expressing what Kwahu meant to them. Elder Kwabena's voice echoed through the square, a final message of unity and strength. "We are Kwahu. We honor our past, live fully in the present, and look forward to the future with hope. Together we are unstoppable." As the documentary ended, there was a moment of silence, followed by a thunderous applause. The villagers stood, clapping and cheering, their hearts full of pride and gratitude. Dr. Nia was surrounded by people thanking him, their faces beaming with joy. Ama turned to Sanya, her eyes shining. "We did it, Sanya. We've shown the world who we are." Sanya nodded, her voice choked with emotion. "Yes, Ama, and we've shown ourselves that we can achieve anything when we stand together." Dr. Nia, visibly moved by the reception, addressed the crowd. "Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your story. Kwahu has taught me more than I could ever express. This documentary is not just a film, it's a testament to your strength, your culture, and your unbreakable spirit. I hope it inspires others as much as you have inspired me." The celebration continued late into the night, with music, dancing, and shared stories. The villagers reveled in the moment, knowing that their journey had been honored in a way that would resonate far beyond their village. As the festivities wound down, Ama, Sanya, and Kojo found a quiet corner to reflect. "This is just the beginning," Kojo said. "We've shared our story, but there's so much more we can do." Ama agreed. "We've shown that we can preserve our heritage while embracing the future. Now, we need to keep building on that foundation, welcoming new ideas and opportunities." Sanya added, and we need to continue supporting each other. Our strength comes from our unity and our love for this village. As they sat together watching the stars, they felt a deep sense of fulfillment and purpose. The unveiling of the documentary had been a milestone, but their journey was far from over. They were ready to face the future with renewed determination, knowing that their story was one of resilience, innovation, and unbreakable bonds. Kwahu had shared its heart with the world, and in doing so, had discovered even greater strength within itself. The villagers knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, united by their heritage and their vision for a brighter future. The documentary's success brought a fresh wave of energy and optimism to Kwahu. The villagers felt a newfound sense of pride in their heritage and a deeper commitment to their shared future. As the first light of dawn illuminated the village, it marked not just the beginning of a new day, but a new chapter in Kwahu's ongoing story. The villagers gathered in the square for a community meeting, eager to discuss their next steps. Elder Kwabena, standing before them, felt the palpable excitement in the air. "My friends, we have shown the world who we are. Now, it is time to decide how we will continue to grow and thrive." Ama, Sanya, and Kojo, seated together, exchanged determined glances. They had been discussing several ideas, and now it was time to share them with the community. Ama stood up, her voice steady and filled with enthusiasm. "We have proven that we can honor our traditions while embracing new opportunities. One area where we can expand is education. I propose that we create a scholarship fund to help our young people pursue higher education, both within our country and abroad." The villagers murmured in agreement, recognizing the importance of investing in their future generations. Elder Kwabena nodded. "A wise suggestion, Ama. Education is the key to many doors. How do you propose we fund this initiative?" Sanya rose next, building on Ama's idea. "We can use the profits from our crafts cooperative and the permaculture garden. Additionally, with the documentary bringing more attention to Kwahu, we might attract donors and sponsors who want to support our cause." Kojo added, "We should also consider leveraging technology. We can create an online platform to showcase and sell our crafts, share our story, and attract supporters globally." The villagers were excited by these ideas. The documentary had indeed brought a spotlight to Kwahu, and they were eager to harness this attention for positive change. The meeting continued with lively discussions, as more ideas and plans were proposed. As the morning sun climbed higher, casting a warm glow over the village, the sense of unity and purpose grew stronger. The villagers were ready to embark on new projects and initiatives that would benefit everyone. Elder Kwabena, seeing the determination in their faces, felt immense pride. "We have always been a community that supports each other," he said. "Let us move forward with these plans, knowing that together we can achieve great things." Work on the new initiatives began immediately. The Crafts Cooperative started expanding its online presence, with Ama and Sanya leading the charge. They learned about e-commerce and digital marketing, using their newfound knowledge to promote Kwahu's unique products to a wider audience. The permaculture garden thrived under Kojo's guidance, producing not only food but also valuable income for the scholarship fund. Meanwhile, Dr. Nia kept his promise and helped connect Kwahu with potential donors and sponsors. His efforts bore fruit, and soon, funds began to flow into the village's educational initiatives. With these resources, the scholarship fund was established, and the first recipients were selected to pursue their studies. The village also decided to expand the technology center, adding more computers and internet access points. This allowed more villagers to gain digital skills, further integrating modern tools into their traditional lifestyle. Workshops and training sessions were held regularly, empowering people of all ages to navigate the digital world confidently. Kwahu's progress was remarkable, and the villagers felt a deep sense of satisfaction seeing their dreams take shape. The scholarship recipients, many of whom were the village's brightest young minds, promised to return after their studies to contribute to their community. This cycle of education and reinvestment ensured that Kwahu would continue to flourish for generations to come. One afternoon, as Ama and Sanya walked through the village, they reflected on the journey so far. "We've come a long way," Ama said, her voice filled with pride. "But there's still so much we can do." Sanya nodded. "Yes, and we will keep moving forward. Kwahu is our home, and it's our responsibility to nurture it." Their conversation was interrupted by a group of children playing nearby. Seeing Ama and Sanya, the children ran over, their faces beaming with excitement. "Ama, Sanya, look what we made," they exclaimed, showing off handmade crafts and small pots of seedlings from the garden. Ama smiled warmly. "These are wonderful. You are the future of Kwahu, and we are so proud of you." As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the village, Ama and Sanya stood together, watching the children run off to play. They knew that Kwahu's future was bright, built on the foundation of their ancestors' wisdom and their own hard work. The new dawn in Kwahu was not just a beginning but a continuation of a story of resilience, unity, and growth. With every challenge they faced, the villagers grew stronger, more connected, and more determined to create a future where tradition and innovation coexisted harmoniously. Elder Kwabina's words echoed in their hearts together. "We can achieve great things, and together they would," ensuring that Kwahu remained a beacon of hope, courage, and inspiration for generations to come. As Kwahu embraced its new dawn of growth and progress, life in the village continued to evolve. The initiatives that had been set in motion were beginning to bear fruit, bringing tangible benefits to the community. But amidst all the activity, there was one figure whose presence had been missed: Mr. Atto, the revered mentor who had been instrumental in nurturing the village's spirit of education and innovation. One morning, as Ama and Sanya were organizing the technology center, a messenger arrived with unexpected news. Mr. Atto was returning to Kwahu. The excitement spread quickly through the village, and preparations began for a grand welcome. Mr. Atto had been away for several months, working on educational projects in neighboring regions. His expertise and guidance were sought after, but his heart always remained in Kwahu. As he approached the village, he was greeted by the sight of familiar faces and the sounds of joyous celebration. Elder Kwabena stood at the forefront of the welcoming committee, his eyes twinkling with anticipation. "Welcome back, Mr. Atto. You have been greatly missed." Mr. Atto, his face glowing with warmth, embraced Elder Kwabena. "It is good to be home. I have missed all of you as well." The villagers gathered around, each eager to share their stories and updates. Ama and Sanya were among the first to greet him, their faces alight with excitement. "Mr. Atto, so much has happened while you were away. We have made incredible progress," Ama said. Sanya nodded. "The scholarship fund is up and running, and we've expanded the technology center. We couldn't have done it without your guidance." Mr. Atto listened with pride and joy. "I knew you all had the strength and determination to achieve great things. I am eager to see everything you've accomplished." The next few days were filled with tours and meetings. Mr. Atto visited the crafts cooperative, the permaculture garden, and the technology center. He was impressed by the villagers' dedication and the tangible results of their hard work. The scholarship recipients, too, shared their experiences and future plans, each one a testament to the transformative power of education. During a community meeting, Mr. Atto addressed the villagers. "Kwahu has always been a place of resilience and unity. So what you have achieved here is remarkable, but our journey is far from over. We must continue to innovate, to learn, and to grow. The world is changing rapidly, and we must be ready to embrace those changes while staying true to our roots." His words resonated deeply with everyone. They understood that their success was not just about individual achievements, but about sustaining a collective vision for the future. The villagers were inspired to push forward, to explore new ideas, and to maintain the momentum they had built. One evening, Mr. Atto joined Ama, Sanya, and Kojo for a quiet dinner. As they shared a meal, they reflected on the past and discussed their hopes for the future. "Your leadership has been crucial in this journey," Mr. Atto said. "Ama, Sanya, and Kojo, you have all shown incredible strength and vision. The village is lucky to have you." Ama smiled. "We couldn't have done it without the foundation you helped build, Mr. Atto. Your mentorship has been invaluable." Sanya added, "We are committed to continuing this path. There are still many challenges ahead, but we are ready to face them." Kojo nodded. "We've learned that our strength lies in our unity. Together we can achieve anything." As the night wore on, they discussed new ideas and strategies for furthering their progress. They talked about expanding the permaculture garden to include medicinal plants, enhancing the crafts cooperative with new designs and incorporating more advanced technology into the education system. Mr. Otto listened intently, offering his insights and encouraging their ambitions. Your ideas are brilliant, and your passion is evident. Remember, the key to sustained success is adaptability. Embrace change, but never lose sight of your values and traditions. The next day, the village held a celebration in honor of Mr. Otto's return. Music, dance, and storytelling filled the air as the villagers expressed their gratitude and joy. Mr. Otto, standing among his beloved community, felt a profound sense of fulfillment. Kwahu was not just surviving, it was thriving. In the weeks that followed, Mr. Otto continued to work closely with the villagers, providing guidance and support. His presence reignited a sense of purpose and determination in everyone. The initiatives they had started were now being refined and expanded, ensuring that Kwahu would remain a beacon of hope and innovation. As the sun set on another day in Kwahu, Mr. Otto sat with Elder Kwabena, looking out over the village. "We have come a long way," Elder Kwabena said, "and there is still so much more to do." Mr. Otto nodded. "Indeed, but I have no doubt that Kwahu will continue to prosper. The spirit of this village is unbreakable." With the return of their mentor and the unwavering commitment of its people, Kwahu was poised to face the future with confidence. The village's journey was a testament to the power of community, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of a brighter tomorrow. The momentum in Kwahu was undeniable. With Mr. Otto's return and the villagers' renewed vigor, the community was thriving. However, as is often the case, prosperity brought its own set of challenges. The village was about to face a test of unity that would require every ounce of their collective strength and wisdom. One sunny afternoon, while Amma and Sanya were discussing plans to expand the scholarship fund, they were interrupted by a commotion near the village square. A group of strangers had arrived, their presence causing quite a stir. These visitors were representatives from a large agricultural company interested in purchasing a significant portion of Kwahu's land to establish commercial farming operations. The villagers gathered, listening intently as the company's spokesperson, Mr. Mensa, addressed them. "We are here with an offer that could bring significant financial benefits to Kwahu. Our company is willing to purchase your land at a very generous price. This would provide immediate wealth for the community and open up new opportunities for development." The offer was tempting. The sum of money proposed was indeed substantial, enough to transform the village's infrastructure overnight. However, there was a catch. The land in question included the permaculture garden and a large portion of the area currently used by the crafts cooperative. Elder Kwabena, always a voice of reason, stepped forward. "Mr. Mensa, we appreciate your offer. But this land is not just property to us. It is the heart of our community, the source of our food, and the foundation of our traditions. We must discuss this matter thoroughly before making any decisions." The villagers dispersed, and an emergency meeting was convened that evening. The atmosphere was charged with tension as differing opinions emerged. Some saw the financial benefits as a way to propel Kwahu into modernity, while others feared the loss of their way of life. Kojo, who had worked tirelessly on the permaculture garden, was particularly vocal. "We cannot sell our future for short-term gain. This garden is more than just land, it's our commitment to sustainability and self-reliance. If we lose it, we lose a part of ourselves." Amma and Sanya echoed his sentiments, emphasizing the importance of preserving their cultural heritage. "Our crafts cooperative is a symbol of our identity," Amma said. "It's how we share our story with the world. We cannot let it be taken away." Mr. Otto, who had been quietly listening, finally spoke. "This decision is not an easy one. The offer is indeed substantial, but we must consider the long-term impact on our community. Kwahu's strength lies in its unity and its ability to balance tradition with progress. We must find a way to achieve both without sacrificing our core values." The debate continued late into the night, with voices rising and emotions running high. It was clear that a consensus was far from being reached. As the meeting adjourned, the villagers left with heavy hearts, uncertain about what the future held. The next day, a smaller group, including Amma, Sanya, Kojo, Mr. Otto, and Elder Kwabena, met to discuss potential compromises. They explored alternatives that could offer financial benefits without giving up their land. Ideas included partnerships with smaller, ethical businesses, expanding their own agricultural and crafts operations, and seeking grants or investments that aligned with their values. As they brainstormed, Amma had a thought. What if we propose a joint venture with the company? We can maintain control over our land and ensure that any development is sustainable and beneficial to our community. Sanya added, and we could stipulate that a portion of the profits be reinvested into the village, supporting our educational initiatives and infrastructure. Mr. Otto nodded thoughtfully. It's a challenging negotiation, but it might be our best option. We can leverage this opportunity to bring development while safeguarding our traditions. Armed with this new approach, they scheduled another meeting with Mr. Mensa. The atmosphere was tense as the villagers presented their counterproposal. Mr. Mensa listened, his expression thoughtful. Your terms are unusual, but they reflect a deep commitment to your community. I will discuss this with my superiors and return with a response. Days passed as the villagers waited anxiously. During this time, they continued their daily activities, but the looming uncertainty was always present. They knew that their future hinged on the outcome of these negotiations. Finally, Mr. Mensa returned with an answer. Our company is willing to enter into a joint venture with Kwahu. We will respect your terms and ensure that the development is sustainable and beneficial to your community. A collective sigh of relief swept through the village. The agreement was finalized, ensuring that Kwahu's land would remain under their control while allowing for responsible development. The financial benefits were directed towards educational initiatives, infrastructure improvements, and expanding the crafts and agricultural projects. The experience had been a challenging test of unity, but Kwahu emerged stronger and more resilient. They had proven that progress did not have to come at the expense of their values and traditions. Instead, by standing together and finding innovative solutions, they had created a path forward that honored both their past and their future. As the sun set over the village, casting a warm glow over the fields and homes, Ama, Sanya, and Kojo reflected on the journey. We've shown that we can face any challenge, Kojo said, as long as we stay united and true to our values. Ama smiled. Kwahu's strength has always been its people. Together, there is nothing we cannot achieve. With their unity reaffirmed and their future secured, the villagers looked ahead with renewed hope and determination. The test had been difficult, but it had only made them stronger, more connected, and ready to face whatever came next with unwavering courage. With the agreement firmly in place and Kwahu's future secured, the village embarked on a new chapter of its journey. The joint venture with the agricultural company opened doors to numerous opportunities, blending traditional practices with modern advancements. The air buzzed with excitement and optimism as the villagers prepared to implement their plans. Ama, Sanya, and Kojo, now recognized as community leaders, found themselves busier than ever. They worked closely with Mr. Mensa and his team to ensure that the development adhered to the agreed-upon terms. Regular meetings were held to discuss progress, address any concerns, and ensure that the village's interests remained at the forefront. The first major project was the expansion of the permaculture garden. With additional resources and expertise provided by the company, the garden grew in both size and diversity. New techniques were introduced to enhance soil fertility, increase crop yields, and promote sustainable farming practices. The villagers, particularly the youth, were trained in these methods, ensuring that knowledge was shared and preserved. Ama and Kojo led the efforts in the garden, their passion for sustainability driving the project forward. This is not just about growing food, Ama said during one of their training sessions. It's about preserving our environment and ensuring that future generations can thrive. The villagers embraced the new methods with enthusiasm, appreciating the balance between innovation and tradition. The permaculture garden soon became a model of sustainable agriculture, attracting attention from neighboring communities and even garnering interest from regional agricultural organizations. Meanwhile, Sanya focused on expanding the crafts cooperative. With the influx of funds, they were able to invest in better tools and materials, allowing artisans to create more intricate and higher quality products. Workshops were held to teach new techniques and designs, blending traditional motifs with contemporary aesthetics. The cooperative also began to explore new markets. With Mr. Mensah's connections, they established partnerships with fair trade organizations and eco-friendly retailers. Their products, once limited to local markets, now reached customers far and wide, spreading the story of Kwahu's resilience and creativity. Sanya's dedication to the cooperative was unwavering. "Our crafts are more than just products," she said during a community meeting. "They are expressions of our culture, our history, and our identity. By sharing them with the world, we are preserving our heritage and supporting our community." The scholarship fund also saw significant growth. With additional financial support, more students were able to pursue higher education. The criteria for scholarships were expanded to include vocational training and apprenticeships, recognizing the diverse paths to success. Emeka and Sanya worked closely with the scholarship recipients, providing mentorship and guidance to help them navigate their educational journeys. Mr. Atu, ever the mentor, continued to play a crucial role in these initiatives. He worked with the school to update the curriculum, incorporating lessons on sustainability, innovation, and entrepreneurship. "Education is the foundation of progress," he often reminded the villagers. "By investing in our youth, we are ensuring a bright future for Kwahu." As the months passed, the village transformed. New buildings rose, infrastructure improved, and the community's sense of pride and unity grew stronger. The partnership with the agricultural company proved to be fruitful, benefiting both parties while maintaining the village's autonomy and values. One evening, as the village gathered for a celebration to mark the success of their projects, Elder Kwabena addressed the crowd. "We have come a long way, facing challenges and uncertainties. But through our unity and determination, we have created a future that honors our past while embracing progress. Let us continue to work together, support each other, and build on the foundation we have laid." His words resonated deeply with everyone present. They understood that their journey was far from over, but they were ready to face whatever came next with courage and resilience. The celebration continued late into the night, filled with music, dance, and the joyful sounds of a community that had found its strength. Ama, Sanya, and Kojo stood together, reflecting on all they had achieved. "We've shown that progress doesn't mean abandoning our roots," Emeka said. "It means finding ways to grow while staying true to who we are." Sanya nodded. "Kwahu's strength lies in its people. We've faced many challenges, but we've always come out stronger. I have no doubt that we will continue to thrive." Kojo smiled. "And this is just the beginning. There is so much more we can do, so many more opportunities to explore. As long as we stay united, there is nothing we cannot achieve." As they looked out over the village, illuminated by the glow of lanterns and filled with the sounds of laughter and celebration, they felt a profound sense of pride and hope. Kwahu's journey was a testament to the power of community, resilience, and the unwavering belief in a brighter future. With their unity reaffirmed and their path clear, the villagers of Kwahu were ready to embrace the next chapter of their story, knowing that their strength, courage, and love for each other would guide them through whatever lay ahead. There are a lot of lessons to be learned from this story. I would love to hear your opinion in comment section. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, and press the red button to subscribe to my channel. Bye.